Look, if you're a skinny high school or college PO who's stuck in the low 80s and sick of watching the number one guy pump 90 while you warm the pen, then the next 8 minutes might change everything. I'm about to hand you the exact athletic mechanics formula that helped Aaron Wright gain 10 miles per hour and commit to play college ball in 4 months. No weighted ball rabbit holes, no endless drill lines, just 3 simple levers that you can pull today to unlock a 90+ mile-an-hour fastball and walk to the mound with confidence. I was not born lighting up radar guns. As a junior, I rode the bench, overthinking every frame-by-frame mechanical cues that my coaches gave me. One day it finally clicked. Pitching isn't about nailing still photo checkpoints. It's about moving athletically, freeing the body and training for max output. I junked the perfect mechanics obsession, built real rotational power, and in one offseason I leapt from the low 80s to the low 90s. Scouts noticed, scholarships followed, and the system I built became the nucleus of what you're watching now. Since then, I have coached hundreds of undersized pitchers and boiled every lesson into 3 pillars: unlocked throwing mechanics, automatic performance mode, and max output training. Take Aaron. When we met, he was topping 73 with nagging shoulder pain and a JV jersey on his back. He plugged into the formula, tracked his velo every single week, and his velo days turned into Christmas morning. And by October, 4 months, he was cruising 83 and finally had college coaches in his DMs. More importantly though, his mental game skyrocketed. He'll tell you himself his biggest win was not getting all domed up.
What would you say the most valuable thing you've gotten out of just, being part of the program?
Oh, it's gotta easily be the mental side of it. Not getting all domed up was your biggest saying. Don't get all domed up on it.
Aaron is just one of dozens, but his jump is typical when athletes follow the plan. After helping athletes like Aaron and living it myself, I realized that velocity breakthroughs always come down to 3 repeatable steps. First, unlock throwing mechanics. Second, program your brain into automatic performance mode. Third, hammer max output training. So strength, speed, and recovery absolutely skyrocket. Let me break each one down for you and shatter the myths that are keeping your fastball on a leash. Pillar number 1, unlocked throwing mechanics. Right now, your pitching training probably sounds something like this.
I need to grind micro drills until each arm slot frame is perfect.
Wrong! Over drilling locks your body into stiff robotic patterns that absolutely bleed velocity. Pitching is a dynamic whole body whip. Freeze it and you slow it. You tense up, you miss spots, and you plateau at 84 forever. I got news for you. Your body already knows how to throw hard. You must unlock it by teaching athletic movement patterns and freeing your natural sequencing. When you move fluidly like this, energy stacks segment by segment and unloads like a slingshot with no conscious thought required. Don't believe me? Aaron spent his first 2 years of pitching training unloading glove side drills. We ditched 90% of these, focused on full speed constraint sprints and med ball throws to ingrain rhythm. In just 6 weeks of starting this, his bullpen PR jumped from 78 to 81. And his arm pain went away. Pillar number 2, automatic performance mode. Let's break it down. Let me know if this sounds familiar.
I pitch great in bullpens, but I choke under the lights. I just need more mental toughness quotes.
Performance anxiety is not a courage problem. It's a brain software problem. If your subconscious hasn't been taught to run the new mechanics under stress, you revert to your old, slow pattern. Hard velo shows up in the game when your training environment wires these new mechanics into the automatic part of your brain. Once these movements live in your subconscious, pressure actually amplifies performance. You compete, not think. We turn Aaron's velo days into mini competitive situations. Music blaring, teammates chirping, cameras rolling. He logged every single pitch he threw and practiced breathing resets. And 2 outings later, he sat 85 with a nasty sweeper and 0 mound meltdowns. Pillar number 3, max output training. Does this sound like you?
If I just throw more long toss and heavier balls, velo will come.
Wrong. Strength drives speed, but only when force flows through the right windows of mobility and recovery. Endless throwing without horsepower or junk tissue quality spins wheels and risks injury. This could lead to dead arm, plateaus, and the dreaded mid-season velo dip. But structured strength, sprint, and rebound protocol, max output training, build the engine that slings the baseball while keeping you fresh and healthy. We loaded Aaron with progressive lower half power blocks, contrast sprints, and microdose plyometrics. Coupled with meticulous food macro tracking, he added 15 pounds of lead mass and still moved faster. His fastball kept climbing deep into August while some of his teammates faded. So if you're a high school or college pitcher who wants to gain 5 to 10 miles per hour, finally torch hitters, and gain the interest that you want without living in a throwing cage or counting frame-by-frame mechanics, then book a call with me using the link in the description below. We'll map your situation, your goals, and if the athletic mechanics formula is a fit, we'll start as soon as possible. This is only for athletes who are ready to follow the plan, log their work, and chase 90 with ruthless consistency. So if that's you and you're ready to change your life and your playing career, then book a call with me below. Look, at this point, you've got two paths. Option A, take everything I just taught you, try piecing it together alone, pray you pick the right loads, rest days, and intent markers. Maybe it works, but if you miss time even one phase, you'll waste sessions and you'll stare at 84 forever. Option B, leverage my decades of failures, my library of athlete data, and a program welded to your body, schedule, and goals. Aaron chose option B. 4 months later, he jumped 10 miles per hour and signed his letter of intent. Your dream school doesn't care about how hard you work, they care about how hard you throw. Book a call with me down below and let's make you undeniable to your dream school.